What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Pretty much, this is a direct message to Microsoft. Fix the Xbox Series X. That's it. I'm not trying to hear no solutions. I'm not trying to hear no problems. I know what it is. It's the servers. The servers are not optimized for, they think that it's optimized for the Xbox Series X. They think, oh, if we do all these or if you do all these troubleshoots and all these other different things to fix it yourself. No, you guys, you as a company, the people that released it to the public, you guys need to be the ones to fix that stuff. Come out with an update. Upgrade the servers. Something. Because I'm telling you, ever since to just overall tell y'all, for those that are new to my podcast and you guys don't know the backstory of me and my Xbox Series X. So the whole year I was thinking like, bruh, I'm going to get me the Xbox Series X, which I did. But I had my heart set on to have this console, to play it, to enjoy it, to have a brand new experience. I pretty much had just got like a better graphic Xbox One. Like, honestly, that's the only thing that is different. Rather than the PlayStation, at least, I think it's like a different menu, different games. I mean, some of the games are the same, but I'm saying, like, a lot of the stuff I was already doing on my Xbox One. And I think the only difference was just the graphics. So that's why I'm like, bruh, y'all, if you guys are just going to release a console that was just going to focus on graphics, y'all should have just did that. Y'all should have just released another Xbox One that was set to 4K quality, because I don't know what the Xbox One X the quality was set to, but y'all should have just did that. I'm just very confused on the situation where I'm like, I bought me a new console and felt like I didn't even get nothing new. I honestly felt like I got a much more older console. I feel like I had a much more older console than the Xbox One, and I had the OG Xbox One. So that's why I'm like, that's saying something there. That's obviously a clear indication something is wrong with the Xbox Series X. I'm not trying to hear no stuff like, oh, well, that's usually how they are when they very first get released. Well, fix it. Fix it. If y'all gotta send me out a new Xbox just so I'm able to play online, because that's the number one problem I've been having with this game, is that I can't play online with certain things. Or either I can and it's super laggy. That's not how a person's supposed to play video games. You name one person that enjoys playing laggy video games. If you do, do not talk to me. Do not say nothing to me. Please don't. But I don't know anybody in this world that likes that. That likes a laggy video game. It is very, very confusing to me, because I'm like, bro, you would think. I will understand, like, because that, I will probably have to say that the Xbox One had to probably be the greatest console that I've ever had. I've had the PlayStation 2, 3, 4. The Xbox One, the OG Xbox One that I had, was the best gaming console that I've ever had, because it never had any issues. It never had any problems. The Xbox 360 had issues. The PlayStation 3, I remember they got hacked. I wasn't playing it at the time. It had issues. The PlayStation, I know when I had got the OG PlayStation 4, that had issues. I'm saying, like, the PlayStation 5 was like, it was, or not the PlayStation 5, but I had got the PlayStation 4 Slim. That was okay, but I was like, I only played it just so I can play, like, the exclusive PlayStation games that wasn't out on Xbox. But I'm like, I don't understand. That this is a brand new console. It should be better. It should be 10 times better than all the older consoles. I honestly would rather play on the Nintendo 64. I would rather play on that Super Nintendo. I would rather play on the very first original Nintendo that was ever created, rather than playing on the Xbox Series X. Now, I know people will be like, why would you? Alright, then you should just sell it. No, because currently, right now, I don't have any other gaming consoles. I only have PC. And guess what? PCs, if you try to record a YouTube video, that stuff is going to get loud, overheat, and it's going to have all these issues. So I'm not like this big time gamer where I can have all the different things that I want in life. No, I'm struggling with this laptop where I don't really know how long it got on, how long it's going to last. And this Xbox Series X that can't even play online games. Like, I'm telling you, like, I just tried to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That thing kept saying, like, it had, like, some dumb notification thing popping up. I'm like, why can I not just play the game online? That's one thing for sure. All of these game companies, stop releasing online-only games. Stop releasing games where we're forced to play online. Release a game where we can play it by ourselves. Because that's just dumb to just assume that everybody wants to play online. There's people like myself that doesn't like playing with other people. So guess what I do? I don't tell my friends that I'm playing a game. I just seriously turn the game on, play it, and that's it. I don't get nobody involved. Especially if I don't know if they're going to be... There's like there's one person that I trust when it comes to video games, but she doesn't play all of the different types of games that I play. So that's why I'm willing to just play by myself. Like games like Destiny, to me, I'm like, that's just stupid to assume that everybody wants to. I'm like, you guys need to have it where it's like single player, and if we want to give ourselves a challenge, okay. But if we want to have AIs, I would rather play with an AI. Because an AI, I'm saying AIs have done me good rather than a actual person. I played with people before, and I'm like, bro, I know I don't want to do this. This is stupid. Why am I playing? I'm like, no, bro. I'm like, y'all need to get rid of that. So, these game companies, y'all need to stop doing that. But back to Microsoft and back to the Xbox Series X. My thing is why is it that every time? Because I guarantee is going to say right now, that thing says anything else besides, because it's that NAT, whatever they call it, I bet it's going to, if it's not on moderate, yes, moderate, double NAT detected. Why is the NAT type moderate? Why is it every time I start this on my Xbox, it's always moderate? It's never open. And that's what's honestly slowing down. Like, I'm like, bro, this long, over 2 months of this console being out, and this thing still says moderate. I went, and I know people will be like, okay, well, maybe it's your Wi-Fi. I just bought me the latest Wi-Fi box thingy. I don't even know what the name of it is, but it cost me $200. So I would assume that it's the best one to have. I'm like, do I have to get the $300 one? Because I'm saying, like, I don't really feel comfortable spending that much money on something that's just going to give me, a little bit of internet. So I'm saying, like, I got the $200 one because I'm like, okay, $200, that's like the price of some Jordans. So I'm like, okay, so that it has to be good, right? No. Change nothing. So I know now it is the Xbox. It is not my Wi-Fi. It is not the connection. None of that. And I'm like, and I can't, because I'm upstairs in my room. I can't really have the internet connected because I'm like, then I'm going to have to sit downstairs all day. No, I should be able to be in the comfort of my own room, playing my video games. I want it not sitting downstairs, having it connected through an Ethernet cable. I'm like, no. You gave that option to have wireless internet. So why is it not working? I'm telling you, man, this is stuff that's just so irritating because you're like, you spend all this money on the Xbox, on the Wi-Fi. Altogether, I spent $700. $700 in the past 2 months just so I can have a new experience. And I got nothing new. I honestly got a worse treatment. I'm saying it's stuff like that I'm like, bro, if people ask me about whether I should get the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, I ain't gonna lie to them. I ain't gonna be no diehard Microsoft Xbox fan. I'm gonna be like, no, get you the PlayStation. Because I haven't heard what the PlayStation, I'm trying to think. I don't know if the PlayStation has any internet connection issues, but I'm like, I haven't heard nothing about that. And they got some single player games that you can play. So with the Xbox, on the other hand, I'm like, man, it's honestly, for those that don't have the Xbox Series X, if you're wondering what it's like, same thing as an Xbox. There ain't nothing different with the menus. There's nothing different with the games. There's nothing, unless it's like, even if it's a brand new game, like there's nothing, there's no changes. It's not like how that change was from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. You're pretty much just getting you a better quality Xbox One. But you're not getting like a brand new console. It ain't gonna be some dramatic change like like how it was from the 360 to the One. I'm like, bro, that honestly, to me, I'm like, I should just went out and got me an Xbox One X. Because I'm saying, like, I'm confused. I am very, very confused. Why would you guys release a console and there ain't nothing new with it? It's actually worse than the other console that I had. I'm saying, it's stuff like that where I'm like, yo, y'all lost cool points with me. Because I'm like, Why? For what? What is this like? What do you gain from this? Nothing. You honestly, you lose people. That's what I'm like, bro. I'm telling you, if it comes to a point in time when I have kids and stuff like this is still going on, I might not even get my kids involved with video games. Not so much of what games get released, but I just don't want them to deal with this like stress and frustration. I really don't. I don't care what Xbox is out in the future. I do not want them to deal with something like this. So I don't even know if I'm going to get my kids involved in video games and technology, because I'm like, really? You are not missing out on nothing. Enjoy your life. I'm kidding. I'm doing everything that my parents did for me. I'm getting them, my kids a bike. And I'm like, and we living near some kids. So then I'm like, yo, go be just a kid. Go get your friends, get on some bikes, go around the neighborhood. Shoot, you can freaking go. All right, so don't go on the freeway. But I'm saying live life. Technology is not worth it. Because I'm saying from Wi-Fi to freaking the Xbox to my iPhone to what other stupid technology. Like everything. Everything is just dumb and it's slow and it's pointless. I'm like, man. I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, this is what happens where it's just like a bunch of just built up frustration and just like all of this anger that you get from like when I woke up to tell y'all my experience when I got the Xbox Series X. I woke up bright and early in the morning. I pretty much stayed up the whole night. Okay? Recording videos, excited because I'm like, bro, the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X comes out tomorrow. So I'm like, bro, I'm excited. I am happy. I'm going up to this store. I'm waiting out in the cold to just go all the way up to Walmart just for them to tell me, oh, it's an online thing. So on top of waiting out in the cold for the bus, okay, to walk all the way up, or waiting for the bus, and then I walked a little bit out there to go there and things, in the cold, just for them to turn me away saying that, the Xbox, it's an online thing. So now I gotta wait an additional hour for the Xbox to get released online. I get it. I'm waiting the whole day just for this thing to have a laggy connection. Are you serious? Are you serious? That type of stuff, I'm like, bro, please, for the love of humanity, for the love of God, do not release something that is not finished. Look at all the controversy and backlash that Cyberpunk 2077 released, or that they got, because they released the game that was unfinished. That is the Xbox Series X. It is an unfinished console. Because with this NAT type situation where this thing always says moderate and it doesn't say open, the Xbox is broken. The Xbox is broken. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody wants to tell me. Microsoft, the Xbox team, whoever, y'all need to do something about this. I'm saying, because this type of stuff to me just doesn't make any sense. How long has the Xbox Series X been out? How long has it been out? It's been out for 2 months. 2 months. I can't remember the last time this thing maybe there's an update. Maybe there's an update and I just don't know. And I'm sitting here getting so upset and riled up. Maybe there's an update. No console update available. So overall, last updated. Oh, it was updated 4 days ago. And almost 4 in the morning. I didn't notice. I don't notice anything different. What did it do? Honestly, what did that update do? Because it didn't do anything to overall better my experience. I'm still having internet connection issues. That's why I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, bro, please, do not ever release something again if it's going to be broken. I'm saying, like, that type of stuff just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, you guys just releasing these products, taking people's money in, and we ain't even getting anything. We're not getting anything good in return. We're just getting broken consoles. We're just getting broken equipment. This doesn't even go for Microsoft and the Xbox. This goes for literally every bit of technology out there. That stuff is so frustrating when it comes out and they're hyping it up, showing all these different commercials, making it seem like that's the best thing to come out of our time just for that stuff to be broken. Or not to be broken right away, but give it a year and it's going to be broken. Now you got to go out and get you the next one. I'm saying, does that type of stuff make any sense? Is that logical? Because I'm saying, to me, it's a waste of money. So that's why I'm like, yo, this stuff needs to be fixed. Because it's just dumb to keep releasing these things. And I'm like, bro, release something and we won't have to replace it for like the next 10 to 20 years. It will honestly probably save so many different things all across the world. All across the world. Saving people money. I'm saying, like, especially in times like this when there's a whole pandemic going on. I'm like, bro, I ain't in the market to go out and get me another Xbox to see if that one is gonna work. So I'm saying, like, Microsoft, y'all need to do something about this. It's really pointless. It's very, very pointless. But anyways, rant over. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Like, subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Yeah, follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming every night. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.